West Ham United are out of the FA Cup, losing their replay to Bristol City 1-0. Jules, they weren't helped by a really poor decision from Said Ben Ramo, got himself sent off.
Yeah, he got himself sent off for retaliation after a rough tackle. I mean, it was a rough game, I thought. Rough tackle, there's no VAR, of course, when you play outside of the Premier League stadiums in the FA Cup. And he kicked the Bristol player in retaliation, like I said, got sent off. And West Ham, who had a strong team, to be fair, considered really early after really back pass from Mavropanos towards Fabianski. After that, chasing the game, not playing well at all. And I just think, I love an upset in the FA Cup. I think is great. But surely, if you're West Ham, even if you're doing really well in Europe and in the league, the FA Cup has to be one of your priorities, one of them, something that you can actually win. And to be knocked out so early against a team like that on a replay, I think it's just such a bad result.
You're just picking on Moyes.
No,
I think it would have been good because then you won a European trophy last year, of course, if you're West Ham. Now you're in the running for the Europa League, right? You are. You're not among the favorites, but you know what? The favorites play each other. There's upsets and whatever. I mean, look,
you've got more chances to win the FA Cup than to win the Europa League. For the same reason, it's the same reasons as you mentioned for Europa League. Then if the favourite play each other in the FA Cup, a team like West Ham can go and win it.
I'm actually really curious in terms of, screw it, let's do this, right? Liverpool are still in the FA Cup, right?
Yeah.
They're better than West Ham, right?
Yeah.
City are still in the FA Cup, right? They're better than West Ham, yeah?
Yeah.
Manchester United are still in the FA Cup. Don't laugh. They're still, they're better.
Not sure they're better than West Ham.
Spurs are still in the FA Cup.
But they will play City, so one of them will be out.
Oh, good point. Oh, you already have access to the next round draw. Very impressive.
Really, Liverpool and City, yes.
Chelsea?
Liverpool are also in the Europa League. Come on, please.
Brighton?
Come on. Liverpool are also in the Europa League.
Wolves?
By the way. So, for me, it's like, if you give them some chance to win the Europa League, you have to give them a chance to win the FA Cup as well. Yeah, the field is not much stronger.
Wolverhampton Wanderers advanced past Brentford in extra time. 3-2, I think it was. But Jules, there was an interesting twist towards the end.
Yeah, because one of the referees got injured, so the fourth referee had to replace.
There's a linesman, I think.
The linesman, so the fourth referee has to come on. This is what he's there for as well. And then this guy in the stands, who is a referee on his weekends,
he is a qualified referee who
so he's
grassroots.
Yeah, grassroots games. For example, he will be in the under-12s, in a game for under-12s at the weekend. Said, hey, if you want, I can step in and be the fourth referee. And fair enough to him.
Do referees have their official referee ID?
Yeah, he must have. Yeah.
How did he know he wasn't?
No, I guess it's not like you and I. If we're going, hey, I can hold the ball with 10 minutes at Inter. But the guy is a Wolves fan, so when Cunha scored the winning goal in extra time, he said the worst thing was I could not celebrate because he had to be partial as a referee of the game. Really,
it was funny.
It's a great story.
It was funny too because he's a qualified referee, but being fourth official isn't really about refereeing. Right?
Yeah.
All you got to do is there's a substitution. Let me hold up the board.
The manager's shouting at you.
Exactly. You tell him to go back to the technical area. Which are all things that refereeing at grassroots level he would never deal with because there are no boards, there's no technical area. It's just a bunch of parents on the sideline.
Exactly.
So for him, it was a totally new experience. It was so sweet. Amazing. Afterwards, the referees do the warm down and then they kind of get together and do they do a post-mortem and how they thought the game. They included him in it. It was so sweet.
It's a great experience.
This guy's heroes are Premier League referees, right? Just our heroes might be, Erling Haaland and Bruno Fernandes. His heroes
he dreams of David Coote.
Exactly. He's a big David Coote poster as well.
Everton and Nottingham Forest, as we expected, have both been charged by the Premier League for violating financial stability rules. Gab, what does this mean? And weren't Everton already punished at some point for something?
They were punished for the 3 years for the cycle before that. Now there's the new cycle. And they risk being punished again. Now, it's interesting because Everton's defense has been, they're not necessarily disputing the figures.
They're kind of agreeing that they breached,
But they're saying it's unfair to put this on us, which I don't know as a legal argument. Because people are going to say, well, you agreed to it. Then you get into a lot of technical accounting and lawyery stuff. I think they can probably fix some of it, but I think there are going to be more points. And look, people are going to say, well, we dealt with the whole accusation, why are they picking Everton and Forest and not punishing City and Cheltenham, etc. Those are completely different cases. Yeah. This case, too, for Everton and Forest is different from the case before in the sense, or it's under a different process, right? Because they said it's really important that we get this wrapped up before the end of the season. So, we're not punishing clubs for things that happened 3 years ago, which I think makes a lot of sense. It's under the new rules. Presumably in real time, the clubs are communicating with the Premier League financial controllers and they're telling them, hey, you can't extend this player, you can't sign that player, careful because you got a hole here, there's a shortfall there, whatever. If this is actually happening, and then the clubs kind of do what they want and still lose money, then I'm not going to have sympathy with the club. So
I'm with you.
we got to find out, what this actually results in.